Hey, YouTube world, what's going on though? Yeah, it's morning time. It's Tuesday, January 13th. Hope you're getting some good stuff worked out or whatever you got to do to get that in. That's a good thing though. I wanted to talk about college football here. Yeah, because I rarely ever talk about it in this channel, but I gotta say, Indiana and Miami, I don't know anything about Indiana. I mean, other than their basketball schools. I was like, Hoosiers, you think of Hoosiers, basketball, Coach Bobby Knight, the movie from the 80s with the late Gene Hackman. That's what I think of when I hear Indiana, though, for, college and sports. But football, national championship, and then you have the University of Miami. And Miami, yeah, I mean, in the past, yeah, they were a pretty damn good powerhouse, and a lot of players come out of Miami, going to the NFL, and end up being Pro Football Hall of Fame. You can think of Warren Sapp, Michael Irvin, just to name a few. Even I think in the '90s, yeah, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson went to Miami, though he didn't play football professionally after that. But yeah, it's just big time players, big time names. They go to that school, and then whatever career that they choose after that, they go NFL or wrestling or whatever it is that they do. It's again, two good teams. I don't know much about Indiana, but Miami, same thing. I know that their quarterback, I think his name was Carson Beck. Well, he did play at Georgia, then he got transferred, and usually it's like, hey, sometimes you just need that change. It's like if one school's not working, you can go to another school. But what I really want to talk about, and the NIL, now with college players, they're getting paid, and through their name and their image and stuff, where before that wasn't allowed though. Even though, did it happen? Yeah, under the table kind of money, this and that. Now, does it hurt or help college football though? Some people says it helps, some people says it hurts, and there's both sides to it, and each side has actually really convincing arguments. So, but I was just a little bit curious to know what you guys think on that though. Personally, I say it helps some guys, but a very, very small percentage, and then it hurts the other guys. Because I look at it as, I mean, when it wasn't there and these guys were just playing, they were playing either, like, hey, I got to get that bread, I got to make money, and I'm trying as hard as I can to support and help my family, or, I don't want to get out of where I'm getting out of in my situation, though. I want to make it to the next step, so I got to have that drive, because I got nothing, and we got nothing. You have that strong gut to do that. I'm thinking of it more as in those terms. So, and then we're like, hey, they are getting paid, these kids. I have to say kids though, because when you're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, you're still a kid though. Actually, maturely, you're probably still going to be a kid till like well in your 20s and maybe 30s. I mean, maybe not like not physically, but mentally though. But yeah, I think it's hurting most guys, or at least the drive to like get to that next step, if that's going to be your decision though. But time will tell, and maybe my stance on this could be different later on. Maybe my mind might change, like, oh, I used to think that it hurt, now it's helping. Still new. And I mean, think about it. No Georgia, no Bama, no Ohio State, which were actually three teams that were like, they were going to either be one of them or both of them were probably going to be playing for the championship. Nope. They got eliminated. And I like this playoff system though with college. I do. I think it's it definitely kind of shows like really the really good teams. I'm like, okay, now you have this system where you got to filter out, all right, which teams really do belong playing in these bowl games, and then continue on and then playing for that national championship. Where it used to be, oh, well, rankings, because so and so believes that this team is the best team because they got these players and they're playing in this conference and this is their record. Even where I thought, I was like, wait a minute, there's other teams that got better records, they play better football, but yet maybe they're not being known because of conference or certain players, or their schedule's too easy, you know? It's like these complex things, so, and you're trying to match it with each argument, this and that, and it could get really complicated, though. So I definitely like this playoff system, though. Good job for you, the NCAA, on that. And, yeah, I mean, I personally think it doesn't help most guys, though, just because it's like, when you still have something to fall on, though, and let's say you do want to get to the next step, I don't know, I think your drive could get better when you don't have nothing to fall on and you're trying to get to the next step. Now, there's going to be some guys who are playing college football that, yeah, they're not going to be making it. They're not going to go to the NFL, whether it's, you know, lack of talent, or maybe they just have the option, like, no, I'm fine, you know. I get my degree in college, I'm going to either start my own business or you know, I'm already going to go into a job, already got something set, or with family, this and that. Like, I'm fine. College football, after this is what I got. There's some of the guys like, no, after college football, it's NFL. So it's like this path or this path, though. But like I said, time would tell, and maybe my stance and opinion on it would change later on. But I'm curious, does the NIL hurt or help college football? You put in the comments below. And when you say that, just you know, just be mindful and respectful, though, and this and that, and we'll be all good. All right. Got much love for y'all. Us. Peace.